After testing the brake fluid, and it is shown to be less than 180 degrees Celsius, or is 2 years old, then it requires changing. Begin by installing the top-up bottle full of new fluid into the filling neck of the brake reservoir and ensure the drain tap is fully open. This will maintain the brake fluid level during the changing procedure. It also prevents air bubbles from entering the system during the change. Why? Because brake fluid is an incompressible liquid and works just like a hydraulic fluid. Air bubbles, on the other hand, are compressible. Their presence in the braking fluid acts as a buffer, causing a spongy feeling. This greatly reduces the hydraulic pressure that the brake fluid is designed to give and significantly reduces the vehicle's braking performance. Next, remove all the road wheels and dust covers from the brake nipples in turn. When changing the brake fluid, Castrol recommends starting from the furthest wheel and making your way around the vehicle and finish at the brake closest to the master cylinder. However, always follow the manufacturer's recommendation. Proceed by attaching the bleed hose to the brake nipple and secure it into position. Then loosen the bleed screw nipple about half a turn. If you're using a vacuum unit to extract the old fluid, it's important to keep a close eye on the reservoir level during this time. Old brake fluid is dark yellow or amber in colour, compared to new brake fluid that is a very light straw yellow colour. Brake fluid needs to be bled out until the colour changes from dark yellow to a light straw colour. If a vacuum system is not being used, a second person is required to operate the brake pedal. Firstly, open the nipple. Then ask the second person to depress the brake pedal. Then close the bleed nipple, and ensure that the brake pedal is always released slowly. A sudden release will result in trapping air in the system. These 4 steps need to be repeated until all the old brake fluid has been bled out. It can take up to 10 cycles per wheel to complete. Remember that brake fluid is toxic and must be handled with care. Always use protective safety gear. Once all the brake fluid has been replaced, retighten all the bleed screws. Remove the top-up bottle from the reservoir. Make the final top-up to the reservoir. Clean and install the cap to the reservoir. Refit each wheel securely. Ensure the floor area is clear. Remove any tools and objects that could obstruct the safe lowering of the vehicle to the floor. Finally, tighten all wheel nuts.